We are going to talk about graphs of quadratic functions, and they'll become very familiar to us. But right now we're going to explore them by using our calculator. And we'll do this in the beginning until we are able to use our analysis or brains to figure out key features of these quadratic functions. This also finally gives you some reason to use the $100 calculator that you bought rather than a little dinky one. So we're going to start with the easiest quadratic function, which is the first one that you have to graph on this little introduction. And we're going to graph y is equal to x squared. So on your calculator, you're going to, so notice in the upper left-hand corner, you have a little y is equal to button. Press that, and on the screen, you're going to get something like this. We want to type in x squared. So the x is right over here, x, and then squared. And I am going to just hit graph, but before we do this, let's all get the same window. So the window button is going to tell you what your axes are going to look like. And I'm going to start with, well, x min is -10. I'm going to make that -5, only because that's what I let the axis on this worksheet be. So I'm just going to type in -5. And then I'm going to use my down arrow and type in +5. X scale we will leave as 1. I'm going to make y min, I'm going to make it -1, and I'm going to make y max 25, and you'll see why. Okay, so I'm good with that, and then when I'm done with this screen, I want to do second quit. So quit is in little blue letters, so in order to access it, I have to press the blue second button, so second quit. Now I'm going to hit the graph. So once again, under y is equal to, there's my equation that I'm going to graph, y is equal to x squared. And then when I press my graph button, well, there is what we call a parabola. So you can sketch the graph of this, but I would like a little more detail. So notice on the worksheet that I've given you, I've asked you to plug in all of these numbers. You're just doing a little t-chart. Your calculator will actually do that for you, but we need to set it up. So we want to access the table. And notice table is right on top of graph. So again, we're going to have to do second table, but I'm going to do second table set, which is just like the window. And table start is the x value that we're starting at. And notice we're starting at x is -5. So I'm just going to type in -5, and then delta table is 1, meaning I want the x values to go up by 1 every single time. And all of this, the independent are the x values, the dependent are the y values, and these are going to be done automatically by the calculator using the equation we set in. So now when I go and I look at the table, again, I have to do second table. Well, here are my input values and output values, and I can scroll down using the down arrow. And in fact, notice that this goes much further. So again, look at these numbers, think about why they make sense, copy these numbers into your table, and sketch the graph.